The origins of the game and development really started when we put together a presentation on all the key facets of Batman. Very early on we knew exactly what we felt were the key elements of Batman, even outside of the particular genre of the game.
Well, when we found out we were doing Batman-Arkham-Asylum, we were all really excited. Like, we're big Batman fans, and it's a kind of genre that we've done before in the past, and we really wanted to revisit.
In terms of source material for what inspired the team, I can honestly say it was such a wide spectrum of things from the Batman graphic novel universe. Obviously you have Batman-Arkham-Asylum, A Serious House on Serious Earth, was a big inspiration in terms of tone of the novel and the kind of slightly dark, quite violent aspects and psychological aspects of that. But also many of the other classic Batman books really inspired the feel, the gameplay, the look of Batman, and I think going back to that source material, it was obvious how rich Batman's universe is for so many different gameplay elements.
Our interpretation of Batman in the game is something mixed between the film and all the comic novels. We try to be honest with all of those across the board to make it exciting for the players and the viewers.
But something we wanted to do is really trying to find our own special Batman, something you wouldn't have seen in the different movies or in the kind of like different comic books. So it will kind of like become one different Batman.
The main areas of focus for Batman initially were the combat, which was the mass brawl combat that we really wanted to get across, which eventually became the free flow combat system that's in the game now. We also had the invisible predator aspect of the game, which is the ability for Batman to move around in ways and means in which the thugs can't even realise or understand, and really to empower the player to be in control of these situations.
Batman's the world's greatest detective. He's not just about beating people up or dishing out punishment here and there. He's got a brain as well. Obviously he's human, he's got no special like super abilities like Superman or anyone like that. So he is human underneath, so he's vulnerable, but he's got all these high-tech gadgets to back him up, and he's obviously an expert in martial arts and combat. So we want to get all of these elements in that make Batman who he is.
We read a lot of comic books and graphic novels related to Batman, and we tried to get the best we could in terms of the Arkham Asylum, I mean the environment. And it's something like you don't really see a lot in the comics.
We had a group dedicated to realising Arkham by studying blueprints of old asylums and looking through Victorian and Gothic architecture to create the world and create a consistent universe and location.
One of the big inspiration for the island, Arkham Island by itself, was Alcatraz. We wanted to have something more than just like one building, to be able to kind of like play between interiors and exteriors.
We had a group of people dedicated to the supervillains, and in particular Joker obviously plays such a key role throughout the game, and his Jokerification of the asylum as he takes over. Now! Everything in the game feels like an extension of Joker and who he is, and that was a big part of what we were doing.
The joke's on you.
In terms of putting the story together, we worked with Paul Dini very early on. His background is obviously very much from TV and from writing graphic novels. He brought in fresh ideas that maybe you wouldn't really normally consider for games development. And at the same time, I think he was really surprised about the things that we can do in games development and storytelling that you can't do in any other medium because of the level of interactivity there.
I think he's talking about you, Bats!
The relationship between us worked really well and really helped to develop, I think, a really unique story for the game.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman!